if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm good.
Yeah, get 20 minutes. Yep.
So, the captain kind of looks around. I'm assuming you guys kind of fill her in on what you guys did.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
She takes a look around. Do you tell her about the items you took or no?
Nah, she doesn't need to know about the items we have, right, guys?
Wainwright won't say anything. Was it? Wait, were there any hostages in this tent here?
There were not.
I mean, Varen doesn't even
So it was
know
just. So it's just a 3 then. It's just a 3 then.
Yeah, it was just 3 hostages.
Ian does not care.
Varen will bring out the 2 hostages over here towards the captain.
Wainwright will go get the one that was highlighted the tent after everything else is done.
All right.
So yeah, so this all will be done before the captain comes up because it would have been done after we were looting. I just forgot that nobody else bothered to check out the other one.
No, I'm pretty sure. No, I think Laura did. They came out, saw the card, is like, I'm better off in here.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Spiked.
Yes, you did.
All right. She kind of looks at the jury bean you're holding. Is like, she needs some help, or
She deserved it.
Let's just let her rest for a little bit, I think.
She's a little tuckered out. Big day.
kind of shrugs. You see the captain looks pretty worn out too.
There's like a crick in her fucking neck from being slammed onto a rock.
Just weekend at Bernie's her. She's actually dead.
She needs her beauty sleep. Leave her alone.
No, she looks pretty tired and not too concerned about it. It's like, as long as she's breathing. She turns around. She starts. So after that, her men kind of come in, and you can see they look worn out. Some of them look pretty hurt. And she kind of informs you of the battle she had. How her forces kind of met with the bandits. She lost a good number of good men, unfortunately, but in the end,
apparently not that good.
Wait, wasn't it like 30 people versus 70?
There were some like bandits outside of the camp, kind of like in smaller camps that weren't really defended.
Also, not to forget that they had an ambush set up in this camp as well, and it only failed because I happened to fairy fire that.
Yeah, I mean, and also, man, even if 70 against 30, people will die on both sides.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was probably more along the lines of like a 40 to 50 bandits versus the 70 perch guard.
Okay.
So, and the bandits weren't exactly, the bandits had the home field advantage, so it was, eventually though, they did get routed. Some of the bandits escaped, a lot of them were killed or captured. The perch guard probably saw around 20 to 30 casualties, and about 20 injured. So they kind of look at you and say, well, it's a good thing you guys were able to secure the civilians, make sure they didn't get harmed. All right, we'll get them and everything back here, back to the woods. I'm not sure if you're ready to move, but if you want to get ahead of us and get moving, you'll probably move faster as a group than we will as a unit. So if you guys want to head out sooner than us and let them know of our victory and to expect us soon, we will.
Very well, we can do that.
Yeah, or you can stick with us. It doesn't particularly change things.
Yeah, we can get ahead. I guess we'll bring the Jeremy with us as well.
Yeah, sure.
Varen's gonna look to the Jeremy. He's like, wait, what happened to them?
The less you know, the better. Let's just get moving, guys. Come on, everybody! Hi-ho!
You know, the amount of times we said that about Ian, it's probably a good idea.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys leave this night, or do you guys camp down for the night?
We can leave in the night, I think.
I mean, it's good. How late is it? I mean, we're gonna have to spend a night anyways, right? Regardless of what we do.
Yeah, it's about sunset now. Like you guys attacked during dusk.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
probably,
we're pretty much rested before dusk anyway, so we can probably march for a little bit.
You could probably get like
Make
another
some
2 to 3 hours if you wanted.
I'm just saying, like time frame. I don't think it'll make a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
Oh,
say
oh.
for sake of brevity, you guys spend the night. You camp. Nothing's really gonna happen. The real question is, are you getting ahead of the perch guard, or are you just
yeah,
marching?
may as well.
Yeah, we'll head above.
May
We'll
as well
head
get
above the
ahead.
perch guard. But I guess actually, when we camp down 2 hours ahead of the perch guard, I guess I'll turn over to our companion with Wayne. I was like, yeah, get the jury bean up right now. Everything seems to be calmed down. If you're okay with that.
Alright, but if she does something stupid, you're the one in fucking command.
Don't worry, she'll be fine. I'm certain.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I'll cue in, so.
Go for it.
Yeah, that was actually decent. Yeah.
You regain 10 hit points, and you go.
Morning, sunshine.
Morning. I kind of blink blearily and
So-
rub my face.
Did you always have like a?
I like.
Oh, sorry.
I just like the mental image that, like, the last thing that this fucking Jobine remembers is getting fucking by our barbarian, and she wakes up to see fucking Wainwright, like, hovering over her as he heals, and just goes, hey, how's it going?
Oh no. The last thing she saw was a fucking rock.
Jesus.
So,
Like,
did
no,
you always
Ian was
have a
not
desire to be
gentle.
did you always have a desire to be a bunking bronco when you were a kid or something?
I mean, okay. I kind of look over at Wainwright and go, look at me. Look at him. His horns not be the coolest thing you have ever seen.
Well, that's fine, but you should always ask permission.
Ian is just staring at you.
I stare back and I'm like, you had the idea of throwing me. I thought the whole thing was mutual now.
I asked you.
That's right, consent is important. Always gotta yes.
I like how the barbarian knows the lessons of consent.
God.
If you
Yeah,
asked,
sorry for
I
scaring
wouldn't
you.
have been. If you asked, I wouldn't have fucking motions throwing something on the ground.
Sorry for scaring you, big guy. And I think this is the point where she also realizes that she is in a literal camp full of perch guards.
No, we're not with the
Pause.
perch guards. We separated.
Oh, we're already separated? Okay.
Yeah, we went 2 hours ahead. That's why.
You
Oh.
were traveling with the perch guard for a little bit. You just kind of kept your hood up and didn't really say too much.
Okay, fair. Okay, then I'm Gucci. Just like, sorry
In
for
any
scaring.
case, all success. They captured the bandit leader. They're interrogating him, pretty sure. And we got some good loot out of the case.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask about that. Did you guys find anything cool?
Well, apart from the magic items, as he shows the boots and the brooch.
What's the brooch?
I don't know, didn't you see the magic missiles deflect off him?
No, I was in a tree.
Oh, well, the magic missiles deflected off him, so I figure this thing looks pretty neat. Plus, these boots made that match patch move fucking fast.
Fast as fuck, boy. Nice. Well, I mean, I'm sure those come in
I
handy.
can
for when I
always take a look at one of them.
Sure. I also got this, and he pulls out the ruby ring.
see. Gonna recycle it or something?
Well, I mean, possibly. Could be useful. I don't know if it's magic or not. Karen, you got detect magic on you?
I thought identify was the
Identifies to learn exactly what it does. Detect magic will.
just tell us if it's magic or not.
And the school of magic that correlates with it.
Looks like Jordan's mute. Jordan, if you're there, you're muted.
Long time.
Yep, I was double muted. That was a fun experience again.
I was wondering why you're so quiet.
Do you have detect magic or no?
Hold on. I should have it, yes.
Well, as a wizard, you
Yep,
can
I do.
cast it regardless. You might cast and detect magic to see if this thing's any magic.
I do so after 10 minutes.
All right. So you take your time to cast ritually detect magic. So you are picking up magic from the brooch and the boots. The boots are getting transmutation. The brooch are getting abjuration, and the ring doesn't seem to be magical.
I relay all of this.
Oh, okay. Broco puts the ring back in his pocket. In any case, we still got the boots and his brooch that seem to do something useful. We'll have to identify him. Yeah, Wainwright, if you want to take a peek at, dealer's choice, which one you want to look at?
Let's have a look at them boots, I think.
Okie dokie.
I can always value that ring later if we want to sell it.
True enough.
Right, yes, I'll use my appraising eye on the boots.
The boots. All right. For the boots, you learn that they are boots of speed.
Just injecting speed directly into your big toe.
Can you guys see that in the journal?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so just need someone.
Yeah, this could be useful. They might look fetching on our barbarian who likes to charge things first and kill later.
God, that's terrifying.
I can't
I don't know,
say I disagree.
It
Might
should
also
be,
be
Michael.
good for the ranger who perhaps doesn't want to get hit by people that run up to him. But I'll leave it up to y'all.
I mean,
personally
honestly,
agree with you.
with how many times people flee from us, I wouldn't mind our barbarian able to chase them down.
Honestly, I would give him to. I feel like Roko should get him because if anybody needs healing or good slap on the head with inflict wounds. might
Well,
be
I
good
still
for
got
him.
my other two spells at range, though.
That's true.
So is that like super useful if I move fast? And you can,
Yeah.
you're
We can
pretty
always
fast.
move it around.
True enough. I think it should go to. I think we should give it to our barbarian now. He did a good job today.
He was a good boy.
Damn.
I mean, I don't really know you guys, but he hit. Now he'll just hit harder because he can launch himself,
Ah,
Oh,
kind of like a grenade.
plus, don't
What's
you
a
get a
great-
bonus thing for your horns when you charge?
more than 20 feet, I do.
So triple
What's the
bonus.
other? Oh yeah, I guess the other magic item is the brooch of shielding.
Yeah, but we
or
won't
missile
know that
deflection?
till the next day.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming this is happening as we're like getting that to start, so we can take the rest, and then I can appraise another thing.
Yeah, in the morning. Yep.
Alright.
So, yep. We will give the I think we will give the boots of speed for the time being to our barbarian.
All right.
Wonderful.
Alrighty.
You may attune
Danke.
those.
I would love to attune to these boots of speed.
You do. Over the next day, you absolutely do. It does take you about
Surprise! They're cursed. Michael just refused to tell us.
a lot of cursed items actually say identify does not identify the curse, but
Plus, we didn't use
Oh, really?
identify. We used something that wouldn't. That's even worse. Your thing would not know if it was cursed or not.
That'd
but
be
anyway.
funny.
Nah, you guys are good. Don't worry. You guys basically spend another day traveling.
Yeah, but
do
you
make-
forgot an important thing, Michael. How much can we sell them for?
I'd have to look that up. That
They
is-
have already been attuned to. You try and take them off, he will kill you.
Also, I do like the.
Well, no,
image
I
that-
would learn that far before you attune to it. I learned it as part of my identify.
I'd have to. I'd
Look
have
it
to
up.
look that
It's
up.
not important.
700 gold. 700 gold.
I
Fuck
would
you,
just like
Eden.
to point out though that I like the idea that our deer probably has hoof feet, so now he's got little booties over top of his hooves.
Oh no, no reform. So they act more like horseshoes.
Oh, don't take this away from me. I want to see the booties on them.
Now they act more like horseshoes, but they kind of have like that sort of like Greek sandal sort of vibe to them. Where they
No,
got
what
a
I-
normal leg.
What I picture is that they're kind of like regular, normal leather boots or rubber boots, It's just that they have no foot parts. They just have it's just basically just a plank going down.
You guys can imagine it however you want, but I'm going to describe it as kind of like those Greek sandals, where it's just like it has the bottom on it, so it's kind of like a horseshoe sort of thing, and then kind of.
So what you're saying is, they're like little booties. They go over his deer feet.
Okay,
Sure.
And then the next day we'd identify the brooch of shielding, Michael. If you want to get.
Okay, it is a brooch of shielding. Give me a second.
You can just pop that shit into the goddamn journal.
Give me a second.
Just pop that goddamn shit right into the journal.
Wait a god. Need
I
to double
was-
check.
I was Lyran cast magic missile at the Vulpin. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was perfect though because it told us he had it for sure, so there's no way we could miss it.
Yeah, no, like it worked. It did its job.
Right, well, that's
Damn
what
it.
that is. I can't help but think that this should go on myself, Liren, or Roko. Anyone that would want to keep concentrating on something.
Yeah,
just
I
in
wouldn't mind
case.
taking it myself. I got a lot of concentration spells for you guys in the future here.
I got no concentration spells at the moment, so
Plus, you
I
can kind of
don't
cast the shield
concentration
thing
spell.
already.
Yeah, I think the cleric would be valuable to keep him up alive as much as possible.
also imagine having the shields already.
All right, so you guys are giving it to Roko then?
I have 11 AC and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, Roko will
Chronal shift.
and he will attune to his new fancy brooch.
You got it. Yeah, easy enough.
As he attunes, instead of being like nice and shiny, it goes like it like fucking like rusts a little bit and goes all crappy.
Sees the image of your soul and matches.
It tarnishes. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
Isn't brooches like supposed to like hold capes together or something? I can't remember what the
Yeah,
brooch is.
kind of. It's
Yeah.
really
It's
more
like
of a
a-
decoration for
It's like
like
a breast pin.
yeah.
Okay.
But so you guys make it back to Elderheart probably around afternoon the next day. You did make it. You're probably about a few hours ahead of the troop that was accompanying you. You guys did take a long rest over that time, so if you want to gain from the benefits of that, you are free to do so.
Wonderful.
Bounce back.
So
I actually lost nothing, so I'm fine.
I'm 100% HP, but I did use up all my spell slots to kill people.
Nope.
I am the most violent most violent cleric since Jester of Critical Role. How much damage can I do?
a lot, but anyway.
Hey, I one-shot a boss in my Saturday campaign. Fight me.
Nice.
But you guys make it back to Elderheart, and as you do, once you get on the lift, you notice that the perch guards seem to be a lot more attentive at the moment. And
I can't imagine why.
and as you guys approach, they say, "Wait a minute! Oh shit! You went with the captain.
Yeah, that's us.
What happened? Is everything all right? Are they coming back?"
Yeah, mission accomplished. Saved all the people who were kidnapped. Took out most of the bandits. Some of them ran away, but you know bandits be bitches.
They're back that way, and I'm gonna point back the way we came. About, I don't know.
Naturally, there were some casualties. We don't know the full extent of the losses, but we came out victorious in the end.
All right. I need to ask you to make your way to the Birdfolk Council. Up
Yeah,
at the-
that was the plan.
Yes, they requested that they be informed of everyone. They be informed as soon as anyone got back. And he kind of like gives a cry up, and you can see the platform start to rise as you guys step on it.
I'm gonna immediately turn around and look at Tutu, like, what the fuck? Because apparently they're clinging to my fucking leg.
Well, they're not clinging. They're just interposing your leg between them and the guards.
Hmm.
Why am I calling them them? She's me. But anyway,
So
she's just gonna go. Shh. kind of put a hand up to her, a finger up to her lips, and be like, "Shh," and then be like,
Okay. Boy, we got some fun friends.
Friends is a generous term.
Well, I mean, anybody you have a life or death with battle like 8 times, you kind of get a bit of a friendship bond going, I think.
Well, sounds like
Everybody.
she's got 7 more.
Yeah, that's fair. She's got to earn her keep. But you did a good job. Like, I mean, you saw what she did to those mice. She messed them up.
I can't deny that.
kind of smiles and then says, "Speaking of that, sometimes I need to go away, and that's okay. I will probably find you again, so don't worry about me if I just, go away for a little while."
Oh, how mysterious. Just imagine she just disappears. She just like goes behind Ian and we just don't see her.
Yeah, pretty much.
She actually just hides in Ian's backpack when she doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, she tries to hide in his antlers,
Oh,
and that's why she's never fucking at the mission until she finds a way back.
So you guys make your way through Elderheart, and but anyway, you guys make your way up through Elderheart. There's definitely a different atmosphere here at the moment. People are worried. People don't know what's going on yet. And you guys eventually, though, make your way up to the top of the board. Make your way back to the Birdfolk Council chamber. Upon speaking with the guards, you are immediately let in, and you are told to wait in the lobby for a minute as they go and gather the council members. A minute passes, 2 minutes, 3, and then you're told to enter the chamber. You see a familiar chamber room with the 5 Birdfolk Council chamber members sitting there. They look tired, to say the least. And as you see Speaker Beta stand and say, "Well met, travelers, again. It seems that you are in our presence once more. I am told that you will join the advance to deal with the bandit camp, correct?"
Wait a minute, didn't we just kill all the bandits?
You guys went to a bandit camp.
Yeah, we got back from there. Yeah.
Alright, very well. Tell me, how did things go? Is it good tidings, bad?
Well,
We came
mostly
out
good.
victorious.
The bandits were wiped. There were some casualties amongst your guard, unfortunately, but could have been worse. And all the people who were who were kidnapped were saved and tucked away peacefully.
You can kind of feel like a tension kind of like lift for a moment as like you can hear a verbal like sigh of relief coming from the Luma off to your guys' right. And she says, "Oh, thank the divine. It's a good thing that we were able to send competent enough people to retrieve hostages without any issue with their safety. Though I am not looking forward to hearing the casualty report." To which you can see the big string gentleman looks to be wearing some sort of armor underneath his attire, and it says, "Huh, there better not be that many casualties. I didn't have them trained to be taken down so easily."
Well, I don't know what many is, but what did they say? About 30?
You can see there's a visible look of frustration on his face when you say the number 30. And you can see Birta then lifts a talon and says, Now, let's get through this first before we start talking. And she looks down at you and she says, tell me, how many numbers do they have?
70 plus.
We don't know exactly. We're just going off what your commander said. We were a splinter group. We kind of ambushed the commander of the bandits and took them out, while the bulk of your force dealt with the small fry.
Yeah, we took care of taking care of this, the kidnapped people and taking out the bandit leader.
And back. Sorry about
Cut
that.
off the chain of command.
After their leader died, they go away. No. Withered away into a coma they all fled.
A curious look comes up when you say that last part, but they're mostly nodding their heads, kind of taking in the information.
To get the bulk of the report and the most accurate information, you're gonna have to wait for your commander to return, unfortunately. All we can bring is news that we came out victorious and there were some casualties.
The Strix stands up, and he says, well, can you at least tell me what sort of tactics you used in your encounters?
Ambushes, strength in numbers. We were asked what kind of tactic they used.
Okay.
They had ambushes set up. There were Jerbeans hiding in the treetops above the camp.
You can see him kind of like take a quill and start writing this down. Like each of them are taking notes, but this seems to be the first time he's taking like notes.
Also, they had trained wolves with them.
Write that down.
Ah, heck, I was going to take that wolf.
Yeah, trained wolves. They had a tower set up with some archers on it, obviously watching out over the camp.
Where was the camp located exactly?
Give them the general lay of the land, I guess.
Okay, you can't tell them the environmental, but let's take them now.
I mean, the environmental aspect wouldn't have been Wainwright's strong suit, so he gets a pretty basic description from Wainwright.
I'm gonna kind of tap. I'm gonna go with Roko on the shoulder, and kind of very quietly say to him, tell them, they kept the hostages separate as well.
Oh yeah, they kept the hostages separate.
You can see the Luna take that down, and the Strip also take that down.
Also, what else did they do?
The Corvian then kind of pipes up and he says, can you tell me what sort of... do you know if they had the pilfered spoils were there, or any sort of equipment of note that they had on them, or just the general equipment that they had, tents, armors, weapons, magical items?
Yeah, they had some magical items of some sorts.
What kind?
Well, we saw one guy run faster than he should have, and another guy not be able to hit by magic missiles.
Interesting. He takes down notes. Did you procure these items then?
Well, I mean, spoils of war and all that, but yes.
He kind of takes a note of that. In honesty,
I did not find any chests.
I thought you said you did.
No,
on
he
the...
found crates.
Oh,
of
the
stuff.
crates.
Yeah, crates. Yeah, you found crates, chests, other sort of boxes.
So probably the supplies they stole.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Did you happen to find any items of monetary worth, such as treasure, the pilfers, the many things they pilfered?
Well, we found the supply room, but we figured the army could take care of that stuff.
Makes a note, jots that down. Is there anything else anything of note that they had?
Really?
Well, I couldn't really see, the crates while we were attacking them.
It's important to note that they didn't have any spellcasters in this encounter.
Yeah, that's true. That warlock we took out earlier seemed to be the only one they had on him.
The strength stands up and says, those bandits aren't talented enough to use the arcane or the divine, but I do know they tend to have a few more. They don't tend to have many, but I know they at least got a couple somewhere.
I mean, I wouldn't act so pretentious about the arcane arts. You never know who or what could be using them.
You kind of get like a glare. And he laughs. That's why I think steel and arrows.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Ian here's all
My
about the
man.
steel.
Speaker Beta then pipes up. Right. We thank you for your service to the woods. Is there anything else of note that you found, or was that all?
I mean, found the hostages.
Yes, you already said that.
I don't believe there was anything else.
Nothing I can think of.
What exactly you wanted to know about? Is there anything in particular?
No, we just want to get more information to see if there was anything else of note.
I'm assuming your army would have found the rest of it. In more detail, they had more time than us.
Where are they?
Well, they're probably
They're-
half a day behind.
There was a fairly large force. They're making their own. We went ahead of them to make sure that you got news as quickly as possible.
Thank you. Alright, I believe that's everything then. We will most likely be calling upon you soon. If you are willing to stay in Elderheart for a while, we can have your lodging paid for if you're willing to stay.
I mean, I suppose
Very
we
well.
can stay
We
for a
don't
couple more days.
particularly have anywhere to rush at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I could think worse places to stay.
Thank you. You're free to go now. We have much to discuss.
No worries, Mac.
And as you
Now, one last thing. Not that I want to demand any other kind of recompense, but could we perhaps get reimbursed for some of the supplies we had to use?
yes.
Just a little bit of rations and ammunition and such.
This could be arranged, and do not worry, we do not forget those who have done the Lord's service. Once the main force gets back, we summon you again. We shall talk about certain payments for what you've already done. Do not worry.
Very well.
But in the meantime, if you wish to go to the Crystal Branch lodging, and you can see Berta write up a note, hand it to her assistant, and she hands the note to you. That should do for the Crystal Branch lodging. Like I said, your payment there should be funded by the council. Just place a go aboard with it. We're not going to be funding any parties. She kind of gives you a look and kind of you can tell she's trying to joke, but she's not very good at it.
No worries.
Wainwright kind of just glances at the rest of the party, being like, "Man, do we look like the type to hold a fucking party?"
Yeah, I'll have you know that book parties are awesome.
Trash Panda parties are the best party, man.
So you guys are escorted out, and
The best parties. Sorry.
And as you do, after the few hours it took you to climb the tree and whatnot, you guys hear a sound in the distance, and you guys can see the perch guard returning. it seems that while you guys were climbing the tree, it seems the guards have spread news of the victory that you had informed them of. And you can see that people are now much in higher spirits, and you can see people like getting ready to kind of like throw a ramshackle sort of like celebration at this defeat of these bandits. And when the perch guard start ascending a tree, you are able to meet up with them, and the captain tells the people of Elderheart that their victory was not without your valiant efforts, and people here seem to now really appreciate what you guys have done, and as a sort of haphazard party is now being kind of thrown in the streets. You spend the day and night celebrating to your heart's content to eventually retire to the Crystal Branch Inn at the upper levels of Humblewood, of the Elderheart, and to find
Wainwright would probably spend his time on like the fringes of celebration, really participating but not wanting to be so rude as to just leave.
Meanwhile, I leave.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I'm gonna agree with Lyron here. Ian doesn't want to fucking celebrate. He doesn't like people.
Rocco celebrates, but he hands out pamphlets about the great goddess for sickly and all her good deeds.
I take one of the pamphlets he hands out, and I just roll it up and put some random flowers in it and just start smoking it. Hey, Rocco, I'm recycling. Don't worry.
You do that.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, maybe a Constitution saving throw.
How many of those flowers
Fucking
were
do this.
poisonous?
Let's fucking do this.
Just turns out he was smoking narcotics.
You take 4,265 points of poison damage and you die outright.
Nice.
Smoking paper that's been in Rocco's trash bag seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's
In reality, you take
pretty sure fucking Roko just got
3 points
tetanus.
of poison. You take 3 points of poison damage as you just inhale something that you really probably a lot of things you should not have.
Yeah, I mean that's
And
that's
the people
very important.
around you look at you like you're a fucking idiot as you're hacking up a log.
Rocco goes,
Eh.
Recyclia punishes those that do not follow the true path.
I would like to take Varen's homemade blunt and also take a hit of it.
Man, Constitution dude. By the way, you didn't get high. You just hurt yourself. You see,
I
he
know.
didn't get high. Do you still want
I
to
know.
do this?
I still want to do it.
Fuck it, roll me a con save. Alright, you're fine. It burns, but fuck it, you've smoked worse.
Also, throughout, I'm gonna grab some booze and go.
You know, I wasn't gonna. I didn't just take random flowers. I took some shit that I picked from my days.
Hey,
before.
Andy, I have a question. Why does the fucking rat got a better constitution than you do?
Well, one.
We already
you're a
established
fighter.
that he put his 0 into his con at the start of the session.
hey,
I just like
But
one.
anyway,
You're
guys.
a fighter.
Yeah,
I'm
guys.
a rogue.
Yeah, but anyway, guys. What were you saying, Tutu?
No, just other than that, gonna like pour some booze and then crawl away into some weird corner of wherever and get so bastard.
I just see
Wainwright was going
I
to
just see
ask
Tutu just
Tutu
going-
for some help, and then he sees that happening, and he's like, never mind.
The rat goes and crawls into a corner and just starts drinking like a madman.
Yeah,
But eventually, your days of festivities, and you guys get to the Crystal Branch in the upper echelons of Humblewood, where you see this lovely glass roof that's letting in a lot of natural light. It has a beautiful crystal fountain. It is a gorgeous view, and as you hand in the note, the innkeeper just says, "Oh, yes, that's better this way," and she prepares a room for each of you. You guys end the day, and you guys are now level 3.
Yay!
Yes!
Well,
Hey.
goddamn.
Get the fucking shit out of here.
Beautiful. I love it.
Anyway, you guys have now reached level 3.
I get to choose my archetype. Yay!
Ironically, the thing I was gonna ask the Gerbine to fucking help with was directly related to leveling up, but she fucking got plastered. I'm like, oh, never mind. This fucking Gerbine's a dickhead.
What's your
What
leveling?
were you
What's your
gonna ask
path?
me?
Sorry.
Hmm?
What were you gonna ask?